Hello, YouTube. Today we are going over Slam and Jam Moze. This is an update and homage to Slam Cannon, which was originally done by Psychotic Wolf, and there was an update not too long ago from EternalDragon. There will be a link to their YouTubes in the description box down below. They're both very wonderful people and excellent content creators. They have some really great videos. Go ahead and go check them out, give them some love. With that, guys, let's get into the build. So with Slam Cannon, the big thing with that is using the Snowshoe and the Spark Plug. So the Spark Plug is going to trigger the sliding into enemies, trades all shields and deals up to 39,609 bonus cryo damage on current shield strength. So whenever you do a slam, that does also trigger the Snowshoe. With the Spark Plug, because you're slamming, you add a Spark Plug, which does shock damage. So just kind of taking advantage of the fact that you're already slamming, you're taking advantage of that to trigger the Snowshoe. So that's the big interaction. So with that, it's called Slam Cannon because you're slamming and you're using cannons. What I did for my own twist was something that I had been thinking about, and EternalDragon did this a little while back for his build, was using the Terror Cryo to add extra cryo damage and just take advantage of the cryo on the Snowshoe. So we went with a Guardian Angel, which gives us 500% V2 damage, and whenever we're terrified, we're adding an extra 75% to any cryo damage we do. To proc Terror, we're using the melee attacks have a 25% chance to apply Terror on our grenade. Now the grenade here doesn't really matter. I went with the Cryo Hex, so that anytime we are using a grenade, we're taking advantage of that extra cryo damage. Now, the way that we're triggering the melee attacks is with the Spark Plug. So the Spark Plug does actually count as melee damage. The other big thing that we're doing is using the Plague Bearers, and the big part that those fall into is on fights like Seer and Hemo, where Slam is still doing great damage, but to be a little bit more consistent, it's nice to use the Plague Bearer in combination with that. The other place that I use specifically the Shock Plague Bearer is on the Drop It Volks to deplete their shields, and by the time I'm up on the platform, they're already starting the first enemy wave. I did use a free radical with consecutive hits, and that is just for instances where if we went down and didn't have a Spark Plug that was getting rid of an enemy, it's a little bit faster to shoot the free radical than it is the Plague Bearer. So in those instances where you need to shoot a little bit faster, I went ahead and put the free radical on there for those instances. So our Snowshoe, the big thing that we want to make sure we have for taking advantage of the Snowshoe the best available is a lot of capacity. So looking for a Snowshoe with the turtle roll is going to give you the most capacity on base. And we want to make sure we're using the on shield break. The next shot deals 100% shield capacity as amp damage for our anointment. As I mentioned, we are using the Cryo Hex with the melee terror. And the Spark Plug you can have on pretty much any artifact. If you don't have a specific one you want to use, as long as you have a Spark Plug, you're good. However, I personally prefer the Static Charge so that we can be taking advantage of the chains on the Static Charge. That combination is just something that personally I found to be the best when I was testing. And because we want a larger shield capacity, the Bloodletter just lends itself great to this build, taking advantage of the healing. Instead of healing your health, it heals your shield, and it just gives you an overall better shield size. So with that, guys, let's get into the skill tree. I did want to take advantage of Cub on this, and using the V35 grenade launcher so that Cub can down itself and get rid of Cub so that we can take advantage of big surplus. So anytime that Cub is on cooldown, we are dealing an extra incendiary damage. So 15% of our gun damage is immediately added for incendiary damage. So when we're shooting off those plague bearers, we just naturally get incendiary damage. When Cub is up, we did go ahead and pick up the 5 out of 5 and really big guns, so that does some extra damage. HT, if you're watching this, thanks for the follow. You just happened to follow at the same time I was recording this video, so thank you very much, HT. So yeah, 5 out of 5 and really big guns so that we get extra bear damage. And we picked up double time so that when Cub is out, we have some more movement speed. 5 in Fire in the Skag's Den for the extra incendiary damage. 3 in Deadlines, so that Cub doesn't use as much fuel while it is out. 3 in Means of Destruction, so that we have a chance of getting ammo and grenades back whenever we deal splash damage. 5 in Toward Cross Promotion for the extra splash damage and splash damage radius. 5 in Stainless Steel Bear for the extra Iron Cup damage. 3 in Pull the Holy Pin, so that when we are throwing those grenades, we have a critical hit chance with those grenades. 1 in Vampire, and that is going to be for healing our shield. So since we're using Bloodletter, any health that we get back is going to go to our shields. And since we are using the Plague Bearers, we went ahead and picked up Short Fuse for the extra gun damage. We don't want to use Security Bear because we want Cub to be able to damage itself, so we don't want to reduce the damage that it takes from itself. 3 in Selfless Vengeance, so that if we are using the Plague Bearer and we're reloading, we just get a little bit of extra bonus incendiary damage. 5 in Armored Infantry for, again, the Plague Bearer getting that extra gun damage. 3 in Thin Red Line to get more max health or max shield. 5 in Vladoff Ingenuity so that we have a faster recharge rate. 1 in Experimental Munitions, so that we have an increase in incendiary damage. 3 in Behind the Iron Curtain for that recharge rate and delay. And Phalanx Doctrine is going to be a really big push on this build. So anytime that we get a kill, we're increasing our maximum shield, and we're increasing our gun damage per stack. So with 10 out of 5, 5 out of 5 on points, and 5 on our comm, we get 20% per stack for gun damage and 30% per stack for max shields. So 30% per stack for Phalanx, and we do a lot of damage based on shield capacity, so you can see how that can kind of add up and do some pretty crazy damage. 5 in Cloud of Leads for the extra incendiary damage, and 3 in Stoke the Embers, again for more incendiary damage. As always, I like to point out that with my builds, I do have all of the Guardian perks unlocked, so if you don't have things like Groundbreaker or Hollow Point, you are going to see a decrease in damage, just because when those go off, they do some pretty crazy damage. Now, in my last video I mentioned it, I'm going to mention it in this video as well. If you have not seen Hover yet, there is this new program out called Hover. They are, the way I like to describe it is kind of like a TikTok version for Twitch. So they're not affiliated with Twitch, they're their own company. But just like on TikTok, you can scroll through and see the videos. It's the same idea with content creators. So if you want to support my content, a good thing you can do is downloading the app on Android or iOS, or just going to hover.gg, make an account, and you can like my content, which helps out a lot with just pushing the content on their app and allows some discoverability. Don't forget to leave a comment down below with a build you'd like to see next. And hit that subscribe button, it really helps out the channel a lot. As always, there will be a link to the Discord down below, where you can pick up the save file if you'd like to play around with this build. With that, guys, I've been your local sassy SwinLaw. Stay classy, Pandora.